Guys, and welcome to our live class for today. You're welcome. You are welcome. Thank you so much. Those that are giving hearts already, thank you. So our live class for today is probably not for everyone. So this live class is for those people that cannot fix a zip properly on a blouse. You understand? So you see this kind of zip that cannot fix it. So today's live class is for you. So that's like majorly beginners. So I'll be showing you guys today how to properly fix a zip, a very simple and easy way that I've been. So that's what we're going to be learning how to do today. So I'm just trying to put my head on my bobbin and then we are good to go. The channel, you're welcome. And if you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate for you to hit on the subscribe button, okay? So like I said, our live stream for today, if you're welcome. You can give me a thumbs up. You can just an emoji for me. You can drop a like, okay? So I'm trying to fix the thread, okay? So for those of you that don't know how to thread on your industrial machine, so let's see, let's watch and see. Put it up on that other button up and this one, and then you bring it down. So most time, like I said, I don't even bother with this one. I just pass it straight into this point, and then it comes out from the other one, and then I'll just round this one and then place it this way, and then I'll just cut. Okay. So let me know comment section if you are live here. Let me know. So I'm trying to place. Yes. Okay. So I would lift my machine footer now, and then I would start to stitch. All right. Okay. So we're going to start straight. Let's see. I'm trying to let's okay. So you guys can see properly what I am doing. Yes. This is close enough. Okay. So this is a blouse. You can see a beautiful bustier blouse. And then we are going to fix the zip now at the back. Okay. So I'm going to take my zip like this. This is the zip I'm going to be fixing. So you can see it is this big head open end zip. Okay. So what I'm going to do, yes, I just want to make sure that you can see me. So this is how the back is looking. You understand? You see the back. So I'm going to take my zip like this. I just want to make sure that you people can see me. I don't want a situation where the thing is not well captured. So you can see, so this is how the zip is going to be at the end of the day. You can see it is too long, so we're going to cut it. So I'm going to take, you see it as it is staying. I'm going to turn this now. This side is going to be on this side, this side is going to be on this. I'm going to turn it like this. Can you see? I turned it facing back. Excuse me, and then when I turn it, I'm going to place it like this. So this is how I'm going to fix the zip. Okay. So most times when I'm fixing, I don't want it to reach down part. So this is how I'm going to fix my zip. So you can decide to pin it. So this one I'm pinning it because I am teaching. You understand? So that is why I am normally if I'm sewing it alone, I would not even bother to pin that zip. I'll just fix it directly, okay? So I'm still trying to pull. Let me pull it up a little bit, and then I'll pin the beginning and then pin the ending part also. I'll pin this end part also, okay? For those of you that are just joining, you're welcome you guys how to fix a zip. So you can see, so this is the first part now. So I've pinned, so it is pinned facing downwards like this, okay? And then you are going to start stitching. So you are going to stitch on this line as close as possible. So I'll use my pencil. So you can use your pencil to mark it. The reason why you are doing this is because you don't want to stitch on your zipper head. That's the zipper, the teeth of the zipper. This will make it easy for you. Okay, so you're just going to, can you see what I'm doing? I'm using my pencil. You can use your chalk. You understand? You can use a chalk to actually do this. So this will make it really easy for you, so you know exactly where you are stitching on. Do you understand? So with that, if you are going out of, you know, if you are coming in too much, you will know. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just using my pencil, and then I'll stitch it up to that point. I will place it on, and then I'm going to start stitching. So with this now, it is going to be very easy for me to stitch. So I can even take off my pins, and then I'll just place it properly on the right place where I want it to be, and then I am stitching. So now with, because of that pencil, it will be easy. Just be seeing where I am stitching on. Vivian Coca, thank you so much. I'll just be seeing where exactly. So use your pencil or your chalk, slim, let it be tiny. You understand? So now we're going to start stitching. So I said I turned it facing down. So you can you see how easy it is? I'm just sewing effortlessly because I'd already marked already ruled a line on where I want my zip. That's where I want my machine footer to step on. Can you see? I'm not using a zipper head. I have a zipper head. Do you understand? This is my zipper foot. I have a zipper foot, but I'm not using a zipper foot. You can see I have a zipper foot, but I'm not using. See my. I have a zipper foot. See, I'm not making use of them. See, see. This is a zipper foot, but I'm not making use of a zipper foot. I'm making use of my normal foot. So because of that line, you can see. So once I get to the down, I'll back stitch it. So I'm going to it. Let's see what we have done. Thank you, those of you that are giving me likes. Thank you. Can you see? You see? Can you see how beautiful this is? You see? Can you see? You see how easy it is? I'm telling you guys, this is it's a really simple. Can you see? You see, I've fixed that. So now to stitch, you can see I took it and then turned it facing down like this. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do, we want to stitch the second side. So now when you want to stitch the second side, this is what you have to do. Because it is an open end zip, it is easy. You understand? So you're going to take the second end like this. Please watch. I know that this could be confusing. You're going to take the second end, that's your zip allowance part, and then you're going to open up. I don't want to confuse you guys. Just looking for the best way to teach this, to make so that you understand it properly. Okay, because when you're fixing zip, you are not going to fix it on the right side, the wrong side. Okay, so I'm trying to look for a way. So because definitely I'm going to open this, so this is going to come like this also. Can you see? It is going to come like, okay, so just note. So now you can take this up, and then just this one, this is the other side. This is the other side of the zip. This is the other side. So you're going to turn it like this also. You understand? Then this head, you pull it out so it does not stop you. Do you understand? So something else that you can do that can help you. Where you stopped the first one, make sure you understand. So let me explain that again. Let me explain that again. So you can take it like this. So I fixed the first part is easy, it's always very easy, but the second part is not like it is difficult. Okay, so now let's see. So this is the second part of our zip. So this is how it will be when we are stitching. That's, you're going to be stitching it from the inside, so you can see. So this, okay, let's do it this way. I think this is much easier. Can you see? You have turned it inside, and then you're going to place it. I hope you are understanding. You're going to place it. So in order for you to place it, to make sure that everything is equal, that the edge is equal, you're going to place it properly. I'm going to take this, make sure that that down part and the part that they are the same. There's something that I always don't like when one part is longer than one. That's the major error when it comes to sewing. Okay, so before we continue, we're going to pin this down. So once you have gotten, can you see, make sure that this part is the same. Once you have gotten it, you are going to pin it down again. So you pin it down that way. All these pins, sometimes you will wonder. So I'm going to pin it down, and then I'm going to take my um, pencil again. Can you see? I'm going to mark that line. This is a game changer for this. You understand? Can you see, as I'm marking it, it's at the edge. Can you see? It's at the edge. So make sure it's at the edge, edge, so that zip, so that the beauty of the zip will come. So can you see, it's at the edge, but make sure you mark this. Once you mark this, it makes it really simple and easy for you. So with that, you are not just going to be stitching anyhow. Can you see? So I'm just kids. This will make it really simple and easy for me. So if I'm coming out too much, I will know. If I'm in too much, I will know. And then I'm going to start stitching. Okay, so before I start stitching, most times what I normally do, once, because I've pinned this part down, so I'll pin it down properly, and then I'm going to check it to make sure that it is equal. Understand? I want to make sure that it is equal. If it is not equal, I'll bring it out. What I mean by equal is that the down part of my braid, can you see? I want to make sure that these two parts is equal. If you notice, I know you don't see it, but this part is a little bit longer. So you put all those things into consideration. It's a little bit longer. So I'm going to adjust it a little bit, okay? And then I'm going to pin it again to make sure. I'll pin it again to make sure. And then I'm going to turn it like this and check. I want the two, can you see? Both of them are equal now. Can you see? So these are some of the errors. When I see it on people's dresses, it turns like, you just know that the person is an amateur that made the dress. So make sure that these two parts, that they are equal. Okay, so now I'm going to take this now, and then to start stitching. So because I had already marked my line, it will be easy. So when you want to start stitching this, don't bother about this down, just leave that part. You can start from here, leave this part, because so that you don't break your needle. Okay, you guys should please like this video. I would appreciate that. So I'll lift my machine foot, and then I'll place it. I already have a line. Do you understand? I already have a line, so that will make it easy for me as I'm stitching. Can you? This is very simple. So as I'm stitching, I'm using it to make sure that I don't exceed the zip allowance. Do you understand? That I'm stitching on the exact zip allowance line. Okay? Because if you don't stitch, so those are the things that cause bulge on some dresses. Because if you stitch outside of your zip allowance, your dress is going to have a bulge at the back, because that excess from that allowance to pop out. Okay? So I'm just stitching. I came out. I already know I came out. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my foot, and then I'll lift it back part where my machine footer, where it deviated. So I brought back, and then I will continue stitching like that. Okay, so, and then when you get to this edge, you make sure that the neck top, that they are the same. Okay, make sure that they are the same. So for the few that are just joining us, you're welcome. If you have not liked this video, please, I would appreciate for you to like this video. So let's turn this out, and then we are going to look at it. Can you see? You see the down part of our it is the same, it is equal. Okay, and then the next thing we're going to do, we're going to check the top part also. Can you see that the neckline, the top part is equal? Can you see? So in case I'm going to show you guys, in case maybe it and then it's not equal, you can always correct that. So the next thing, so this down part, remember I told you guys to jump that part. So now we're going to do, now we're going to separate our zip. Okay, so when you separate the zip, it make it easier, and then you just pull this way, and then now you can now work on the down part. That's like securing it properly. Okay, because there's a probability of you, the truth of the matter is that you won't be able to sew it because you won't be able to sew it because of that head. You understand? So you have to be very careful. So you guys should please like the video, please. Those of you that are just joining, you guys should please like the video. I would appreciate that. So that those of you that are just joining us in the evening by 7, after 7 p.m., we're going to do our pattern drafting live stream. Okay, yes, we're going to do our pattern drafting live stream. So now I'm going to secure this. Can you see that it's not stitching? So sometimes it's not stitching, so I am just going to, I'm going to take that out and then cut that. Cut that. You have to be very careful, okay? So I'll place that in and then I am going to try. So I'll use my hand. Can you see I'm using my hand to press this part down? I'm pressing it down and then I am going to stitch. It's cut my rope and it has cut the thread. So for those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. You guys should please like this video. I would appreciate that. That's the disadvantage of when you are sewing, your nails are very long. So that part, what I'm going to do now, because I don't want to break my needle, I'm just going to turn this part and then I'll give it a little top stitch. That part, okay? So I'll show you guys. So this, I just give it that little top stitch. So to make it sit nicely, can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now, before I do other top stitch, I want to check to make sure that everything is equal. So like I said, I don't want to do a zip that it will not be equal. So you can see, so as I placed it, I saw that it is equal. That's the down part is equal, okay? So I can go ahead and just give this down part a top stitch. I like to do that, but this one is optional. It is optional, please. In case you don't want to do it, you can decide not to do it, okay? But I like to do it just to avoid zipper embarrassment. But if you are doing an inseam zip, okay, you actually don't need that. So that part is done. The next thing now, to check the top part of this blouse. You see that both of them are equal. You see the inside, you see neatly. Thank you so much, Onyinye. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. So now the next thing you are going to check this top. Can you see that my top part, the top part of the zip, them, they are equal? In case they are not equal, let me show you what you will do. In case, for instance, maybe you are doing this and then they are not equal, what you will do, if one is longer than one, the one that is longer than one, you use your zip to press it down. That's, you press your zip, use it to reduce it, and then you turn it like this, and then you secure it on that, okay? But mine, since all of them are equal, I really don't need that. So what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to bend my zip like this inward, and then I'll fold it this way, and then I would just secure it like this. So like I said, this is optional. You don't want your stitch to show outside, it is okay. But mine, I don't mind it showing. So I'll just secure it. That I'll show you guys now. I'll show you guys. So I'll just cut this off. Can you see? So this is what I did. So the next thing, I'm going to check the other one. Before I do the top stitching of the other one, I want to make sure, can you see the neckline? You see it aligned properly. So that's, can you see the way the zipper is sat perfectly well, okay? So what you're going to do, you're going to take this, that's to secure it. If you notice, I didn't cut out zip. I don't need to cut it out. So I'll take this and then I'm going to bend it like this. I don't know what I mistakenly stitched. I think there was something that was on the table. Mistakenly stitched it. So I'll take this like this and then I'll bend it. I'll just fold it inside like this. Once it gets inside, and then I'll turn it like this. See, I'll just turn it and then I'm going to secure it down. That's I'll like just give it a tiny stitch. If you are using a very matching thread, you are not even going to notice anything on that. Okay, and then I'm going to zip this, and then my zip came out to cut it. It came out, it did not push in properly. So I'm going to do that again. So I'll just bend it in and then make sure, I want to make sure that it entered. This time around, I'm going to turn it like this so that my machine will not pull it out. It was the machine that pulled it out. So I'll stitch it. So you can actually pin that in case you can just pin it. So you see when you pin it, you see it is easy. And then I'm just going to take this and then I'll press it down. So basically what I'm to do is just to secure a stitch. Okay, so I'll show you guys now. So you can see my blouse. Can you see how beautiful it is, the zip? So this one at this point now, you can cut out the excess. Just cut them out. Okay, so it is good for you to make sure you finish everything. Can you see before you cut out? You see the top? Can you see? You see the neckline, it is equal. You see the down part equal. So this is how simple and easy it is to actually do this. So this is my blouse. In case you have not seen this tutorial, I have it on my YouTube channel. Okay, so guys, so thank you. Okay, then good evening, good afternoon. So you can see the tutorial is, and you can see how neat the zip is. Very simple and neatly done. Okay, so that's that for now. So I just want to check, we're just 24 minutes in this live. Okay, I'm thinking, no, 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 what I am going to do, just do for you guys before I shut down. Okay, so for those of you that were not in our last live and sewing class that we did, I actually showed you guys how to make this palazzo trouser. Okay, so I've not fixed the zip though, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to stop our tutorial here for today for now, and then later in the evening I'm going to come back for a pattern draft. Okay, so thank you so much, those of you that tuned in. Thank you so much. I'm trying to check my time. I would have loved to show you guys how to make a corset back. So that's what I'm thinking, if I should do it, if I should show you guys. Mazuba, you're welcome. If I should show you guys for us to do the corset back for this our dress that we were doing. Dress, I don't know if you guys will want it. You can drop it on the comment section so that we will just continue and do the corset back for this dress. So I'll just show you guys how to fix it. It's a simple process. Okay, because I don't want, I have so much okay. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to let it go. So I'm going to let me just change my threads. Let me change to my white threads, and then we'll do it. So this corset back, this type of corset back that I'm doing is a simple, very simple corset back. I'm trying to leave the stream at 40 minutes. So I hope I'm able to do that. Why are my white threads? Ah. So I want to change to this white thread, and then let me show you guys how to easily do that pattern of corset back for you guys. Okay. Which one is the right color? I think it's this one. So let me reel the thread on the bobbin, and then we are good to. Okay. So for those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. You are welcome. So I know some people that will be seeing the video now, they will know the video to the live stream have changed to another title. I guess when I finish, I'm going to change the title of this video. Yes. So if you are just joining us, you're welcome. Okay. So initially, Odion Ajala, you're welcome. Initially, we're learning how to do a zip. So we are done with fixing a zip. So the next thing I'm doing is how to do a corset back, an easy corset back. So for this particular type of corset back, you don't need much additional fabric. So I'll just show you guys quickly how to do that. Okay. So if you are new to my channel, you're welcome. If you have not seen Stylish Naija before, this is your first time, thank you. You're welcome. Hit on the like button. Yes, 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 yes. Hit on the like button. I would appreciate that. Okay. Even with my glasses, I refuse to struggle to put the needle. Ah, is it that there's no thread? Okay. Excuse me. Okay, guys. So now let's start. Okay. Okay, audience. Okay, what are we making? Yes, audience. Initially, we're making a zip. I just finished showing you guys how to fix a zip. So now I'm going to show you how to do a corset back. So for those of you, so this one was actually for beginners. I just show how to perfectly fix a zip. So that's what we did. So then I want to finish this blouse. Okay, we actually did this blouse on our live class. So the first thing I am going to do now, I am going to stitch it down. Just watch what I am going to do. I'm going to fix and stitch it down first. I want to secure it down, like just stitch it down, okay? So that's just like basically what I am trying to do. So this particular blouse, it does not have boning. So the only part now where I'm going to be adding boning is this down part. So as I continue this down part, because I want to finish it, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to secure that down part. So I'm making sure that everything is laying well as I stitch, because now it's like the final part. Once you have secured the down, if there's anything, there's nothing you can do again, okay? So as you're doing it, I'll just be making my hands to check it, to make sure that there are no part is swelling up, okay? So I'm using my hands. I'm really trying to use my hands, okay, to make sure that I don't have any excess. And it looks like I've gotten to a part now where I have small excess, which I am going to correct before I continue, okay? So you can see, okay. So I'm trying to make sure that there are no excess, that my blouse, everything is staying well. At this point now, it is having a little bit of issue, so I need to adjust it. So that was why I saw it before. So this part now, it is having a little bit of issue, so I'm just trying to check it, to check what I will do. So I'm going to stitch this part, the inside. So that means that part is bigger than the lining, because we actually did an inseam finishing. So it shows that that part is bigger than the lining piece. So I'm going to hold it from the inside that way, and then I'll cut it open and then check to make sure it's sitting well now, okay? So you can see it sitting well. I still need to open this part a little bit and then use my hands to arrange it, okay? So that's the thing. When you are making dresses, you make sure, just try as much as you can to be very meticulous about the details, okay? Don't be in a hurry. It's better for you to, if it's not working, just leave it and go. You see now, you see that it has entered properly now. So now I can trim the down part now. So if you are just joining us, you're welcome. So now I can trim this part. And then I'll secure the other side. I'll secure it down. Okay, so I've secured it down. The next thing I am going to do now. Okay, Tokolo, good afternoon. You're welcome. Okay, so we're almost done. So I'm going to take, okay, so you see now, I've gone to close that part, and I've not stitched my boning in. So I'll just open it small and then just pass my boning. I'll just push it inside. So I'll just push it inside, and then I am going to stitch. So I just want to use this to secure the boning. So the essence is just for me to strengthen that back. It is a corset back that I'm making on it, so that is why I am doing this. So you can see. So like I said, this particular corset and back, it does not have, I'm not adding any extra fabric. I'll just pipe it, that's all. I'm just going to pipe it. So I've done that. So I'll just do one part, I will not do the other part, so that it will be fast. So you can see, can you see? So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll pass another one, depends on how many I want. I'm just going to pass another one. So I'm just trying to check if I actually want, no, I don't think I want another one, so let me leave that. So I'm going to cut out what I would use to pipe it. Okay. So I want to make sure that I have excess, and then I'll cut out. So I have about 2 inches. I just eyeballed it though. It is about 2 inches. Okay. So now just watch what I am doing. So this part, I am going to take this part like this. Can you see? I have excess on top, and then I am going to start stitching. So I'm going to stitch it down. No, it is not like this, it's like this. I just realized. So I'm going to start stitching from part, so it will come to the front, the front side. So I'll stitch from the inside outside. So I'm just stitching it down. That's okay. So I've done that. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to open it this way. Now can you see what we have? So now that I have this, I'm going to take my boning. I'm going to place this. So I'll secure it down. So it did not get, if you notice, I did not take it, it will not touch, it will not touch the tips, so that you'll be able to bend fold it. Okay. So I'm just stitching it down so that it will have, excuse me, guys. Okay. So this one, it should not reach the down. Your boning, don't always allow it to reach the down. Okay. So now the next thing, I'm going to secure that part now. I'm just trying to check if it's enough what I want. So I'm going to sew another one. All of this, the idea of this is just to make it strong. Okay. So that is why I'm doing this. So like I said, I am not adding any extra. So I'm just trying to secure it down. So that is what I am doing. I'm just doing my boning. That, like, basically I'm just sewing my boning. I'm just sewing it down, okay? So with the excess, and then we are going to finish this up right now. So this, I'll just cut off the excess, and then I'll take this like this. Can you see? I'll take like this. I'll fold it inside like this. So I'm going to start stitching it. So this now is going to stay in between those bones. Remember those two bones that I placed? You have to be careful so that it will be neat. Okay? So that's why I am trying to do all of this. You can see this part is solid. So this part I'm going to sew it down. So as I sew it down, I'm going to place another bone in that part. But while I do that, I am going to start sewing first. So when I sew small, I will now take this and place it inside. Okay? So this part now, like basically now everything is well strengthened inside. Okay? Or this I can decide to, okay, let me stitch first. When I finish stitching, I would I'll place it inside. So I'm just using my hands because I need a very clean stitch. I need a very clean stitch, so that is why I am I'm making sure, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not stitching out and I am not stitching in. Okay, so I'll just use my hands. So can you see how strengthened it is? It is strong. So this one now is like a double, it's like a double bone. So this one, I am going to take this and then I'm going to pass another one. I don't have time for headache, oh. So if that one don't want to go, let me one that will go. I don't know, it's like something is stopping it under there. Okay. Alright. I think I've gotten it now. So I've passed that one. So this one now is like another extra, and then I'm going to stitch it down. Okay. So as you're stitching it, use your hands to push it inside, so that it aligns properly. Okay. So I'm going to cut, so just to make sure that it aligns properly. So at the end of the day, can you see our corset back? It is neat. simple, easy. Can you see? So I'll cut this out now and then I'll show you guys. So can you see? You see it is very strong. Okay, good. I noticed one thing: if you use 8 inches for armhole length, and when you finish sewing where you are trimming, the armhole you trim is to 8 inches. I noticed that it is very tight, so I don't know. Yeah, so okay, if you use 8 inches for armhole, it's the way you trim it. You understand? It is the way you're going to trim it. If you said if you want to get a perfect armhole, if you check those people that to sew suits for all those celebrities, you notice that when they are taking their measurement, this is what they normally do. They normally take their tape like this and they pass it through. So this gives you a more accurate one. Can you see? This is 19 inches now. So when I divide that now, I'm going to have almost like 9.5 or 9 inches. Okay. So you can always measure your armhole round. So most times me, if I'm not using the one that I measure round, I normally use 9 inches for my armhole. So the other option, like I said, is you divide your armhole circumference. So let's do that now before I go off air, because we are done already with this class. So before I go off air, so let's use like a bust 40. So we are going to say 40 divided by 6. That's 6.6, actually approximately to 6.7. So that's 6.7 plus 1.5. That's 8.2 inches. Can you see? So it's not 8 inches. That's for a bus 40. That's if you want to check, if you want to use this measurement. That's maybe if your client is not around. The other option for this, you can add of allowance. So that's why I said that that 8 inches that you say use. The best way for you to do it is if you know how to trim your armhole properly. You understand? If you know how to shape your armhole to have problem, even if you use 8 inches to draft your armhole, by the time you are trimming it, you're going to trim. Like me, I've never had problems with armhole. Initially, when I started, I used to have problem, but somehow I was able to figure out the whole technique behind armhole. So because of that, when I make dresses, it's not, you cannot say that it's the hand that is the issue. No, it will not have, because once I am trimming the arm, how to trim it. So it's something that you have to work on. You understand? Since you say you are using 8 inches is not working, and then if you use our formula of um you divide your bust into 6 and then add 1.5 inches. So when you add the 1.5 inches, you can get 8 inches, 8.2. You understand? So when you get 8.2, you can approximate it to 8.5 and then try that one. You understand? So all of them, it depends on your trimming. So that is where the issue is. You need to master how to trim your armhole. So for our one of our live classes, to try as much as I can to do that. You understand? So I'm just trying to check if I have a project. Most of the project that I have now, all this corset stuff. So I'm going to come and show you guys how to properly trim your armhole. So I'll just keep in touch. I'll come up and do that. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to stop now for today. God bless you all for joining. I'll see you guys in the evening. In the evening, we're going to be doing pattern drafting. Okay. Bye.